I would like to talk about the Buxton Hall renovation project case. It highlights how project success can depend as much on managing relationships, negotiation, as it does on managing cost, time, and scope. Rather than focusing on technical executions alone, the Buxton Hall case show how collaborations, expectation management, and principal negotiation were used to navigate uncertainty and keep a highly constrained project on track. The Buxton Hall case focuses on a 20 million renovations project at Pacifica State University, aimed at restoring a historic resident hall that had been closed for over 10 years due to safety concern. This project is led by Chad Cornwell, the head of university housing, who represent the client organizations. There are a few key external stakeholders which include Crawford Constructions as the main contractor, with Doug Nguyen as the contractor project manager and Legacy Works, the architect firm. The university committed to reopening Buxton Hall in time for the fall term, creating a fixed and non-negotiable deadline. At the same time, the project involved high uncertainty as renovation work revealed issues such as raw, asbestos, and outdated infrastructure. These conditions place sustained pressure on cost, schedule, and stakeholder relationships, which shape how the project was managed. Based on this context, the Buxton Hall project faced several interconnected challenges. First, the project involved high uncertainty, which is typical of renovations work. Once constructions begin, previously hidden issues such as raw asbestos, increased both costs and schedule risks. Second, the project operated under tight constraint. The opening date for the fall terms were fixed, and management reserve were very limited, meaning there was a very little room to absorb overrun. Third, there were conflicting expectations between the university and the contractor, particularly around quality standard and responsiveness. These differences create the risk of adversarial relationships if not carefully managed. So altogether, these challenges meant that traditional command and control project management would be ineffective. Instead, the project requires strong collaborations, negotiations, and ongoing relationship management. One of the most important practice in this case is the use of partnering and principal negotiations to manage relationships between the university and external contractor. Early in the project, Chet initiates a partnering workshop with the university, Crawford Constructions, and the architect. This sets clear expectations around communications, problem solving, and escalations, and results in a partnering charter. This approach reflects principal negotiation, where the focus is on interest rather than possession and on using objective criteria. A good example is the dispute over the bedroom tile work, which was resolved by assessing the work against agreed specifications rather than assigning blame. By resolving conflict collaboratively, Chat reduced delay risks and helped maintain trust between stakeholders. The most critical challenge in the case arises when cost pressure intensify and management reserve are nearly exhausted with 6 months still remaining. So at this point, the project risks either mixing the fixed opening deadline or exceeding the budget. Instead of reverting to blame or rigid positions, the project teams adopt a collaborative, interest-based approach to problem solving. A Crawford foreman proposed limiting full exterior refurbishment to the most visible sections of the building, while deferring less critical area. This solution reflects a focus on interest rather than possessions. The university priority is opening on time and maintaining its public image, while the contractor priority is controlling cost. By jointly agreeing on priority, the team creates an options for mutual gain, saving over 250,000 and restoring management reserve. This significantly improved the project chance of being completed on time. Overall, the Buxton Hall project can be considered successful despite high uncertainty. Tight cost constraint and schedule pressure, the building was reopened on time with strong stakeholder satisfactions. It highlights several important project management lessons. First, partnering and principal negotiations are not soft skills but practical tools for managing risks in inter-organizational projects. Second, actively managing expectations and trade-offs allowing project teams to make realistic decisions under pressure without damaging relationships. For similar projects, the key recommendation is to formalize collaborations early, maintain open communication channels, and treat negotiations as an ongoing process rather than a one-off event. The Buxton Hall case shows that effective project management is as much about managing relationships and perceptions as it is about managing scope, cost, and time.